Hello you guys, this your girl Tiana. I Can Only Be Me, and we're back in the kitchen. I'm making some smothered chicken thighs in the oven with potatoes, and I have some green beans on the stove, and I'm gonna make some rice. So I'm gonna show you guys how I made the green beans first. I have my green beans in the water now. You could do it with fresh green beans or canned green beans. I was being lazy today, and we're doing the canned green beans. So right now over my pot, before we get to the pot, I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers, and welcome back to all of my old subscribers. Okay, so in my pot, like I said, I have 2 cans of the green beans, and I have a beef chicken bouillon cube in there. Well, chicken bouillon seasoning. To that, I'm gonna add some seasoning salt. You're gonna season it to your liking. This is gonna be like a Cajun green bean. They're not gonna be too spicy, but they're gonna have like a little kick to them. And this is my way. It was just, I was in the kitchen experiment one day and I just came up with this. Okay, so that's the seasoning salt. And I'm gonna put some minced onion in there. You can use fresh onion if you would like, but I'm just gonna use the minced onion. Okay, and this is what gives it that Cajun goodness. I put salsa. This is what I'm gonna put down in there for the little spice. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of it in there. Don't knock it till you try it now. I didn't put much, but I like tomatoes in my green beans, so that's what made me try the salsa. Alright, and now I'm going to add some butter. You can use margarine or butter, it doesn't matter, it's your preference. So I'm going to add a little butter to that. Mix it around. Then one more thing. Any kind of meat that you would like to put in your green beans. Today I was going to do the smoked turkey tails, but like I said, I was being a little lazy, so I changed my mind. So I'm going to add just some real bacon bits to it, just for that smoky flavor. And that's it. That's it for the green beans. If you need a little bit more seasoning, just add your little bit more seasoning salt or whatever to it, just to, you know, give it that, to season it up how you like it, and just let it go. I let my green beans cook for a while because I don't like that canned taste. So that's the only reason why I let them cook for a while like that. Now we're gonna move over here, and I'm gonna show you how I prepare my chicken. I have 12 chicken thighs. You can do it in smaller batches, but the seasonings that you're going to need I have cleaned and washed the chicken thighs. The seasonings that you're going to need is paprika. You can come around this way so you can see it. Paprika, onion powder, seasoning salt. We may use the minced onion is optional. Parsley, black pepper, and some chicken broth. And you're going to need your slurry for the gravy. And to the slurry, I also added chicken seasoning, chicken bouillon seasoning, and butter. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the butter. Oh, and the last thing is the peppers, bell peppers and onions. I have this in my freezer, so I'm using this. You can opt to use the fresh onion and bell pepper, but I'm just going to use this. It's going to taste the same. Okay. Oh, and potatoes, because this is going to be smothered chicken thighs with potatoes in the oven. Okay, so no particular order. We're going to start seasoning the chicken. We're going to start seasoning the chicken. Okay, so I have my paprika. And what you should do is, if you want to know the exact amounts, say if you were doing 6 chicken thighs or 8 chicken thighs, measure up you a tablespoon of each seasoning. Mix them all together and then just season your chicken like that. If you need a little bit more seasoning, then you just go from there. But other than that, that's what you do. You measure up a tablespoon of each seasoning, mix them together in a bowl, and season your chicken like that. So the paprika, the onion powder. I forgot the garlic powder, you guys, so let me get that. Garlic powder. Okay. Seasoning salt. It may look like a lot of seasoning, but mind you, I have 12 pieces of chicken in here. Okay. Parsley. And you can put some thyme too, but I don't have any of it. I prefer to add the thyme to this. Black pepper. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're just going to go in and mix it all together. First, before I mix it all together and get my hands nasty, I'm going to do the potatoes. So, like I already told y'all, my husband, he loves potatoes. So, I'm going to be adding more potatoes than you may add. You just put how many potatoes that you would like. But me and my husband, we love potatoes. So you can leave the skin on or take the skin off. I'm going to take the skin off. Alright, so now that we have the potatoes peeled, you want your potatoes cut on kind of a large side because you're going to bake this in the oven and you want your potatoes to still be whole and nice. You don't want your potatoes to fall apart on you. You want them to be tender but not falling apart. And make sure that you preheat your oven on 350 and have it preheated for about 10 to 12 minutes before you actually put this meat in the oven. So I'm going to show you how I do my potatoes. This is the potato. I'm going to slice the potato in half. Then I'm just going to cut this one in big chunks because it's already small. Same thing for this one. Cut it in big chunks because it's small. Okay. If you have a larger potato, you may cut it 3 times, like this one. Take that potato, cut it in half, 1, 2, and 3 pieces. You want them large size pieces. You see, just about this size. Okay. That's enough potatoes for you, babe? Okay, so now that we have our potatoes down in the pan, you have them laid in the pan, and you're going to take your chicken and mix it around. Mix all those seasonings together. Get it coated really, really well. You do not need any aluminum foil for this. Your oven is preheated on 350. 350 is a decent temperature for the chicken thighs. And it's not like other meat where it will dry out. So, you know, it'll be okay without the aluminum foil. As this bake, you will have your meat on the bottom rack. Now you're going to go in with your meat, skin side up. Putting them around. the potatoes. Okay, now that we have that down in the pan, it's not dark, is it? Okay, now that we have that down in the pan, we're going to take our bell pepper and onion, and we're just going to go over on the top of it. Y'all see that? And to me, it's not enough onion, so I am going to use a little bit of my minced onion. And just go in on it like that. Okay? Now that we have that, you're going to take your can of chicken broth and you're just going to put that down inside the pan. On top of that, I have my slurry. Make sure your flour is mixed in and dissolved into the water really, really good. So I have my slurry and I'm just going to go on top of that. And as you cook this, please, please, please make sure that you go in every now and then and stir up your gravy, because the flour have a tendency to sink down to the bottom and you will have watery gravy instead of a nice and thick gravy. You'll have, you know, something watery, and that's not what you want. So make sure your potatoes is pushed down in the water, because you want everything to be done at the same time.
Butter.
You do not want your potatoes to be hard. You want them to be fork tender. Okay? So now that we have that, I have my butter. And I'm going to go on top of it and just fork, you know, some butter all over this. You do not have to add the butter, but I like to. And just fork you some butter. Just little pieces, not a lot. Just put you some butter all over this. Just a little piece, and that's it. Okay? So now I'm going to put this in the oven. And when I come back, I will definitely tell you guys how long it took for me to bake this. Alright, y'all. I just took the chicken out of the oven. And this is what it looks like. I have my rice over here, ready to go. And my green beans, they're done. Hold on 1 second. You see? They're done and ready. This is what they look like. And this is what the chicken looks like. Remember I told you have to stir occasionally. Of course, your gravy is going to be a little loose, but you got to keep in mind, as gravy chill, it thickens. So just because it's like this, trust and believe it's going to get thicker. And you see the potatoes, they're tender, but they're not falling apart. You see, I just cut that with the spoon. So this is what it should look like, you guys. And I hope you try it, and I really do hope you guys like it. And I'm going to plate up some for you so you can see what it looks like all dished up together. But it looks so good, don't it, y'all? And you see the meat is tender and all. You see? The meat is tender and it's done. Oh, and I let this cook for 1.5 hours without foil on it. Okay, so I'm gonna plate up some so you can see what it looks like. Okay, family, this is the finished look of it, and I hope you guys like it, and I hope that you try it. And leave down in the comment section, if you do try it, let me know what it tastes like. Let me know how you liked it. But until next time, y'all please share my video, like my video, subscribe to your girl's channel, comment down below, and let me know, you know, that you stopped by. Just say hey. And until next time, y'all be blessed. This is your girl Tiana. I can only be me. Y'all have a blessed day. Mwah.